is one surefire way to put a smile on a man's face, this would be it. And once you know and feel sex is 100% your choice, he'll appreciate the gift even more. And as men have explained to me, oral sex is as different from intercourse in the sensation and how it feels for them as apples are to oranges. So, why do men love it so much? It's a question I've heard asked more times than I can even remember. Not having first-person knowledge of penises and the psychology that accompanies them, we must go straight to the source for the answer. The source I'm referring to here, ladies, is men. In spite of all evidence to the contrary at times, penises don't really have minds of their own.
A 37-year-old physician put it quite succinctly with, bad and oral sex don't occur in the same sentence. There's been a broad range of answers to this perennial question. Some men love oral sex because it makes them surrender. As one man, a stockbroker from New York, said, "Hey, I have got my most cherished and sensitive possession in her mouth between her jaws and only centimeters away from her teeth. If I was ever at a loss of control, this would be the time." But that's precisely what I love about it. For me, it's about the power of surrender for a much intercourse. Considerably more personal and intimate. And in addition, being the usual creatures they are, men find it thrilling to watch the metamorphosis of their penises take place before their very eyes. Most importantly, I feel oral sex is the greatest gift of intimacy a woman can bestow upon a man. Between the touch, the sight, and the sound of oral sex, it's almost a sensory overload. Many men have said it's like being in their own erotic film, only it isn't an act, and they're starring with the women they love. And finally, there are able to work at it. For that reason, give a gift bestowed. Once a gift that I'm not now have to me, never altogether. Actually, no good. There are several theories as to the origin of the expression. The one I give the most credence to dates back to the late 1940s, when jazz musicians referred to this act as playing the skin flute. From there, it evolved into blowjob, for as we know, the actual playing the flute is blowing. As you may become more comfortable with giving oral sex to your partner, you'll also likely find the term you're most comfortable with. And for the record, most men refer to oral sex as a blowjob. There are several secrets I'd like to impart to you on the subject of oral sex. First, the secret to your success and enjoyment in going down on your lover is in taking control. Oral sex is a lot more fun for you if you don't have to work so. stimulation they've ever had, they often cannot remember exactly what happened. Gagging. The main reason I
hear over and over again as to why women don't like oral sex or avoid it is that they gag with their throats. Just so you know, this is a very common problem, and make no mistake, giving a man head is very much an acquired skill.
After all, Mother Nature never really intended us to be putting these things down our throats. It's a learned thing. Chances are you're going to gag when performing oral sex. Most women do. The skill comes in learning how to handle the gag reflex. After all, if a woman can be gagged with the proverbial spoon, for heaven's sakes, what would make her think she wouldn't choke on a man's penis? Finding that hard to swallow. The other reason for not giving oral sex to their lovers, women tell me, is that besides gagging, they have issues with swallowing.
To swallow his semen or not to swallow, it has been an ongoing drama for many women for as long as people have been practicing oral sex. First and foremost, you should know one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt. If you refuse to swallow, you don't have to do your mouth. Not swallowing will improve a lover, nor will it in any way diffuse the pleasure your lover receives when he orgasms. A man who makes you believe otherwise does not deserve your gift of oral sex. Belongs back in high school. Period. One woman, a sex therapist herself now in her mid-50s, told me that she always swallowed when performing oral sex with her husband, and then for some reason, she no longer likes to swallow and doesn't. It's up to you, ladies. Has nothing to do with skill level or comfort level. It has to do with what you prefer. Whether you want to swallow or not, I think it only fair to tell you that men do find it a turn on to see a woman swallow their semen. However, more than that, perhaps they say that being allowed to ejaculate in a woman's mouth gives them an overwhelming feeling of acceptance, specialness, and intimacy. For this reason, it would be kinder should you not The assistant from San Francisco said, just before he comes, I pull him out of my mouth and rub him alongside my cheek using my warm, wet hand to keep up the contact.
A male seminar attendee from New York gave me this suggestion, as with many others. Because my wife doesn't like me to come in her mouth, right before I orgasm, I lightly tap her somewhere, just giving her the signal, and that's when she knows when to pull me out. The nutritional and caloric value of a man's semen have been debated and discussed for as long as women have been giving men head. Women who enjoy swallowing will insist that semen tastes delicious, that it's high in protein, and even that it makes a great facial mask. Women who won't swallow say that semen is fattening and high in sodium. The truth of the matter is, semen contains the simple sugar, fructose, and one ejaculation probably contains about 6 calories. On the other hand, it is possible to influence the taste of semen through diet. The old saying, you are what you eat, has never been more appropriate than when it comes to the taste of intimacy. Ladies, for the record, this applies to the way you taste as well. If you want to swallow for him but simply can't stand the way he tastes, don't give up the show until a change in memory has been put into effect. There is still hope. The consumption of fruit will give him a lighter taste that is far more appealing than the taste you get.
For ladies, swallowing is not mandatory. And in fact, only about 20% to 25% of women swallow during oral sex. This form of oral sex is yours, and yours alone to give away. If you follow the techniques outlined here, chances are he'll be in such a state by the time he ejaculates, he won't notice or care where his semen ends up. He'll only be grateful to have had you there to release it. The steps. The second secret I'd like to share is simple. There are 5 essential elements, each with a degree of variety, to use in creating an amazing oral sex experience for your lover. starting with the seal and the ring. Your best defense against gagging whenever you take your lover's penis into your mouth is to be in control. One of the best ways to assert your control is to use what I call the seal and the ring. First, with your thumb and forefinger forming an adjustable
Okay sign, place your fingers on your mouth. This way, you not only as the average 3 inches. This will give a longer tube for sensation. Having your hand there is known as the seal. Then with your thumb and forefinger,
You can tighten and release the pressure, determining exactly how deeply
his penis can enter your mouth.
that's the ring. Your thumb and forefinger create the ring. Your hand against your mouth is the seal. Your hand and your mouth remain together in the seal. Otherwise, you'll be creating sensation in two different areas, and we want to create a long continuum of sensation. If during an oral encounter you find that in spite of your best efforts, he is too far into your mouth, making you feel that you're going to choke, try these suggestions for relaxing the gag reflex. Stop your mouth sensation passes, keeping the happy motion so that he does not lose the sensation and possibly his erection. Secondly, you can go on. Or you can slow down and breathe deeply. While he may attribute your deep breathing to gag reflex area is a chance to relax. Another option is to shift the angle at which his penis is entering your mouth. To the back throat. Into the woman gag. Your mouth come down onto his penis from above. Remember, the object is for you to be doing this to him, not the other way around. If you come down onto his penis, you will have the control necessary to stop him going in, to stop him going in, to stop him going in, to stop him going into effect. Almost like a domino effect. So no need to worry that he will be taking
An L and turn. The area is very flexible, flexibly accommodate the average penis. By using the ring and the seal, you can effectively create a deep throat sensation without having the entire penis in your mouth. One man, a producer of infomercials from the Midwest, described his experience this way. My wife is able to take me into the back of her mouth when I'm fully erect, and I can feel the back of her throat. It is really soft and moist, and then she does this swallowing, washing, 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 Throat. The average man's penis is 5 to 6 inches. Therein lies the dilemma. It's mathematically impossible for the entire average man's penis to fit into the average woman's mouth without some operational adjustments. But there is an easy way to compensate for the difference. Remember the seal? Well, stand in front of a mirror. Make your hand into an imaginary megaphone, your fingers rounded in a cylindrical shape, and hold it up to your mouth. That's the position your hand should be in whenever his penis enters your mouth. It creates the sensation of a tube, plenty long enough to accommodate the length of his shaft, while enabling you to monitor, using the ring, exactly how far the penis goes into your mouth, thereby forming the seal as your hand stays sealed to your lips. Up and down motion. With your hand sealed to your mouth and your teeth covered by your lips or buffered by your hand, move up and down the length of the shaft or as far as you are comfortable, varying the speed and the length of the stroke. You can adjust the amount of pressure on the shaft either by opening your mouth wider or closing it more. Cushioned by your lips,
covering your teeth, or if you find your lips and jaw tend to get
sore, use the ring of your fingers
that are attached to your mouth. The ring can create more pressure, your jaw can be more relaxed, and also the ring can create a sensation of suction. Hand twisting. The hand that is sealed to your mouth twists back and forth a la 1/2 of a pirouette motion. So your hand and your hand are sealed together, but the hand is twisting and creating more sensation. Minding the step children. This is a term of interment that would term of seminar,
and it's stuck. In learning about the for ways in which to involve a man's testicles, a woman from Dallas said, "Oh my God, they are being treated."
What this does is broaden the sensation, and I'm going to give you a few different ways to go about it, but needless to say, it is imperative, ladies, that you tread lightly here. An overall proviso, just treat them like small breakable eggs. Men are extremely sensitive in this area. Doing it right can provide him with a whole new definition of orgasm. Doing it wrong can produce an entirely different effect altogether, namely... Never had his testicles handled before. If you've never touched these tender sacs, it is much better to